Hello, welcome to the Robo Samurai channel, and today I'm going to be bringing you a review of the Transformers Legacy Evolution Robots in Disguise 2000 Universe tow line. This is part of the Buzzworthy Bumblebee collection. You can find these at Target. I don't know if it's, I think it's exclusively at Target. So yeah. And this is what it is. And if you've never seen the Robots in Disguise 2000 series, it's got to be out there someplace. So anyway, so this is what he is. It's an interpretation of that character, because in that character he's more like a dump truck with a hook on the back of him. However, what this is it's a recolor of the Legacy Evolution scrap hook, which is supposed to be a Junkion. All right, but I don't own that one, so I don't have it here for comparison. That's okay. Let's take a look at the box and see what's going on here. And as you can see, it's got I believe it's just recolored artwork and some of the standard packaging that comes with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee. And then here's the side panel artwork with, not scrap hook, with tow line is his name. And then they show you tow line here as well in different shots. And it also shows like how he's a weaponizer and you can attach him. If I'm not mistaken, this is how they did with scrap hook as well. I'm not going to be going over the weaponizer piece. I'm just going to go from robot back into vehicle mode, or that's it. So yeah, and if I get him somewhere else, scrap hook, maybe that's what I'll do as a weaponizer, but I don't plan on using him as a weaponizer at all. All right, so that's what we got going on there. And of course the instructions are here. They give you plenty of details. I'm going to go through them, and they do show you things like how to attach all the weapons and things like that, and I'll do that here in a minute. There are many different ways to do it, and I personally okay, so yeah, I'll put them on just to show you what these look like and how they, and I don't know if it's any different from the other ones. So what you do is you add this here, these kind of tailpipe things. Oh, by the way, he comes with 2 sets. Holy cow. If I forget these things, then I forget them. All right, so he comes with this thing as an accessory. It's supposed to be like a spiky wheel thing, weapon. He also comes with 2 of these right here. They're like pipes of some type, and you can see they have 5mm ports on them all over. And then he comes with his hook. Now these are not joined together when you get them. They're like that, so but I'm gonna put it in here and leave it like that, because that's how I think it should go. And they show you putting this right here. I believe this is what they say. Put this here. You can put this here, I believe. And you can take these here and you put them on here. You put this here. And I don't know how scrap hooks go, so I wouldn't know. Again, don't own that figure or anything like that. So there we go. See, that's what they're showing. Here, I believe, is how you attach all those weapons to him. And let's take a look at the instructions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and they do show you, and if you didn't notice it, he's got 2 little guns right here that fit in his kneecap. So that's actually down here. And I put these in there. None of these things do come in there. So you can pop these out, and that's what I'll do, just to show you. He has those. So if you want to take these out and then leave them there, you can leave them in there the whole entire time you own the thing. But yeah, you can plug them in here, and then they're also weapons as well. And there he is, all weaponed up. So yeah, I think it's all right. In the cartoon, or the anime, whatever you want to call it, Car Robots, or Robots in Disguise from 2000, as the box says, you're going to want to probably not have all these things on him. I mean, I think he looks best kind of like this. Optionally, he looks best if you put the guns into his knees here. I also think that that's all acceptable as well. So, and you can see they go in there just fine. And they fill out that kind of gap there. I think that works for me. If I really don't like the missile pieces on there, I think I could just remove that paint, and then you'll just have nothing but green legs. Like I said, his original robot mode is more of a, alt mode is a dump truck with a hook or crane coming out of the back of it. So that's kind of what we're dealing with there. Let's talk a little bit about this now. It is a weaponizer, so things like this will come off, and it may come off when I'm transforming it. And he does have all of the articulation that you would expect. Let me see here. Can I take that off? Well, you can take this off, but you're not supposed to be able to. So this is actually a friction joint. You can kind of see it there, but it does give you, it doesn't come off, but it does have like, a little bit of arm rotation there, and that's going to have to get some pledge, I guess. All right, and then he also has his fists that turn, and they're painted a nice purple. So, and then he can do the full splits in both directions. He's also got knee bends and things like that. And so he's got ankle rockers, and, he can rock his ankles this way and that way, and you can get all sorts of great poses out of this guy. His head is not on a ball joint, but it is kind of just there. Let's take a quick look at that head. Now this head sculpt is different, and it does match. It matches the anime model, so I think that's pretty good. That's different, and I like that. At least they got that right. Would have been interesting if they gave us the alternate head, but yeah, usually the front of the normal of his regular alt mode from the original toy is actually just like a dump trunk piece right here, and these orange painted pieces would just reflect like the windows. So anyway, you can see they have a Tampoed Autobot symbol here. Most of this is cast in either green or this green or purple. So, so they painted like orange here. There's a little Autobot symbol there, and this is actually painted as well. We also have silver paint here and here and here and here on the weapons that are plugged into his legs. And you can also see here he's got purple wheels, and then he's got this hubcap, and these things don't move, they move around it. So if you plug something into here, they're going to stay. They're not going to rotate around with the wheel. So kind of an interesting thing. On all sides, you can kind of see that. And so here's what it looks like from the back. He's got some really long stabilizing ankles there. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. All in all, I don't know what it is about this figure, but I just dig it. I like the colors. I like the head sculpt. I was always a fan of the old Robots in Disguise anime cartoon, whatever you want to call it, from 2000. As they say on the instructions here, it's from Robots in Disguise 2000, because it's not the other Robots in Disguise. All right, so yeah. And just for comparison, I do have him handy. Always have Optimus Prime handy. There he is standing next to Optimus Prime. No, I don't have the fire truck Optimus Prime. Maybe they'll release that one day, and then we can do comparisons that way. So, all right, cool. By the way, this is also cast in a green plastic and just painted purple, except for this hook piece here. And you can kind of see on the inside that it is showing off that. There it is, green on the inside. These are painted silver on the outside, but also cast in green. And this is just cast in green, and it's painted nothing. All right, so that's what we got going on there. So, yeah, I think if they made this little thing here orange, that probably would have helped. I'll see if I can't put some screenshots in of this thing. All right, so let's get it transformed. Let's transform it. Hopefully it won't fall apart too much on me. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take these. Now these, see these here? These are, you want to pull them out because there's a little peg right there. We're unpegging that. So, and it's spin on that joint right there. So then we're going to take this. I'll make sure his arm's off down to the side. We're going to pull this over here. Oh, and we also want to now open up this set back here. And these kind of are clipped together. And go ahead and open them up about that much. We'll need that much. All right, and then these here, we're going to turn this whole thing down. It is possible to transform him without taking all the parts apart. He doesn't need that. That's kind of cool. I did like that feature here. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to rotate this thing 180 degrees. And then, yeah, I'm going to make sure that this head part goes and folds in here. There we go, just like that. And then we want to take these, I believe, and swing them up. Hold on a moment. There we go. We'll swing this one up as well. And then, yep. And then we're going to take, I believe we're going to take these arms. We'll just leave it for now. We'll worry about those in a minute. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take these and pull them up like this and then push them in here. And see the same thing on this foot here. You want to make sure that, and if you don't have this gun plugged in, you know, you have them out, make sure that those guns are plugged in because this will lock right into that as well. So just like that, see? Right there. So we got that there and that there. And then these will tab together here, and you'll see all the tabs and slots and all that stuff. Just kind of give it a snap. There we go. And we'll snap that together. Now we'll pull this, I believe, we'll turn this over here and fold this up. And then we're going to take these, and we're going to take this part right here, this hinge, and fold it down like that. And then we're going to pull this over and this over now. Turn this way. Turn the arms this way. And then I believe we're going to have to turn these wrists this way, I believe. And then we want to turn that way. So what we're doing is we're turning the forearm this way, and we're turning the wrists back up like that. And then we're going to take that. We want to fold these in. It's kind of tricky too when I did this the first time. So what we want to do is we want to fold these in, and we want these to tab. We want them to fold in, and then this to tab in there. And you can see the arm there. And then we also want both the arms to lock in together. So I found this part to be so much fun when I did it the first time, because these arms will tab together there and that there. So let's see here. Sometimes you can just do it in a full motion like that. See? Now, and if you need some clearance, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drop this down a little bit like that and make sure we close this. But before we do that, I want to show you something. Make sure if you have this tilted back like this, it'll make it easier to kind of push back in. So go here, fold those in, make sure that this head part stays in there, and then you can close that in there and that in there. And then these doors will tab in right there. This one I already tabbed in, so I'm going to tab in the other one. And then make sure that these all kind of fit together. And there is not Scrapbook in his alt mode. I know, there's other things I can add to it. I get it. So in order to finish this, we're going to have to put this on here. Just like that. There's the hook part. And then these here, let me see here. Now I know, I'm going to look at these instructions. The instructions show us doing, well, it doesn't really show us putting those on there. But if you want to put them on there, you may, actually it does. It says plug them in there. Okay, so it really doesn't say that. It's just a picture. So just plug this into here. Like that, and like I said, I don't know if this is the configuration of Scrapbook. Probably is. Plug those in there, and then this thing. What are they telling me to plug this thing? Oh yeah, plug this thing in the back. See right here? You plug that into there, and yeah, and then have all sorts of fun with that. So, and that's what he looks like with all of his stuff on. Remember, his guns are right here. So, without the guns, it's kind of just leaves. It's just kind of looking. It looks really gappy. Is that a word I can use? Gappy. So, but if you're curious, it's hard to do maybe not. There we go. So if you didn't want the guns in there, that's what it would look like, you know. Looks like tomater without a thing. Tomater. All right, guys. A green tomater. Ooh, that's terrible. All right, so let's stop doing things like that. Stop saying things like that. Anyway, okay, so it just fills it in better if you just leave the guns in there. And I mean, there we go. He's supposed to be a tow truck, so okay. There he goes. So let's take a look at it. And yeah, you can see all the Mad Max, you know, stuff coming through here. Right here and there. And just, I mean, outside of that, I do like the colors. I really do. I think if some of this were, you know, kind of smoothed out and it was a little less spiky maybe, and maybe more of normal windows, it'd be fine. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. I like it the way it is. I probably won't have that on it. And I don't know about these. We'll see. I'm probably fine without either one of these accessories. This, though, he's kind of a tow truck, so he needs that. So that's how I probably will display him, with all of these off to the side. Anyway, so that's what we got going on here. Yeah, so a nice little tow truck. Something to add to your, you know, hey, you can add them to Scourge, because I think that's the only other thing that you get from the Legacy Evolution line. I think I might be misquoting that, but I think it's the only other thing that's from the Robots in Disguise 2000 line. So that's what we got going on here. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I will talk to you guys next time.